Hey, Prince. Hey. That ain't working. Yeah, it's still a disaster zone, but that's okay. We're getting there. There's just like stuff everywhere. We had to get everything off. You can see it's still wet. This is like a couple of weeks after all the rains. There's still water coming through. Anyway, it's all right. But just giving it, because everything kind of had to come up. Still water down here. So this is basically a concrete slab that I'm standing on here. But that's okay. And these are the old shelves that came out of the Katoomba shop. This is where all the pedal stuff gets done. All right, where are we up to? Okay, so I've got parts in for the last of the orders for the juke joint rockers before I start doing stock levels. The lefty of the dog bowl resonator is, the construction of it is basically done. The final coats have been put on, so we're really up to now final assembly, which is cool. I've got to get a pickup here organised for here ASAP. We've got this one here, which is going to get the controls in over the weekend. And yeah, and this is the kind of this is a beautiful amplifier that my friend Tim Mason built for me out of an old radio. So I've got to get this all happening. I'm going to be putting a shed up the front of the house fairly soon, hopefully, where everything can go into, and like a workshop and something nice that's rainproof and everything. And this is just more of the more bits and pieces, basically. This is like a T-style guitar that I was working on for a while, but I want to put, I had a lefty neck on it, but I want to put on a righty neck. So yeah, so it is not, Prince and I are basically, we're not super tidy at the moment. I'm not sure if I started you this way or if I started you guys this way. Let's back to here. All right, this is the juke joint rocker. This is the box. You can see how lovely and wide these boxes are. Marine grade ply. I'm trying to make these ones a little bit slightly bigger. I'm finding that the larger they are, they've got this beautiful resonance about them. But the trade-off is that I'll just chuck a Prince's toy while we're chatting. The trade-off is that there's a warble. It creates a warble. It's the only way I can say it, in that the top, because it's so such a large area and the ply's fairly thin, it wants to kind of wobble a bit. And when that happens, it does change the acoustic sound. It gives you that kind of wow kind of sound, which is fun, but not necessarily what you want all the time. This one here does have a block, which will fit. You can see this is the tenon that runs through underneath that neck. So the neck will basically sit, flip this around, but it'll sit on top of that, and that'll sit in there. And then there's a void here with a tenon. That tenon runs through to the back, and there's a block, and I use a marine ply block, which the bridge will actually sit on. Now that generally is okay. What I've started to do now on the top piece of material, the top piece of ply, is actually put in another piece of ply, just a strip across, and I found that actually gives it a fair bit of tension along with the block there, which it's sitting on. It really works well. But it's a little bit, as we move forward, I'm going to do some experimentation, see what happens if I actually put in some strips along the side for extra support in here. Now, obviously, this is all glued in really, really, really tightly. So I don't. That bottom's not going anywhere. But there's a certain amount of flex in it. Now, if I put, and so all dependent on how I fit this neck, the neck and the neck tenon in there. What I've been finding is that putting another strip of Meranti underneath actually locks the neck in place it's been working really well because of the thickness. It's just been absolutely perfect. So that works here, but the top is another story. So yeah, you saw the state of the shop at the moment. You can see how busy, you know, we've been catching up before I get back to doing stock levels and a bit more experimentation and stuff. That's the sign. I will get this happening again, so we'll do some nice instructional stuff as well. Nice quick one today, guys. I'm only in here for a couple of hours before I head off to work. But have a good one. Hang on, I'll flip you around here.
I'm going back through a lot of the old videos that I did for the channel. And I'm finding I've missed a lot of comments, like from a year or 2 years or 3 years ago. So for those people who are watching this and you put a comment on and I didn't get back to you, I am really, really sorry about that. I'll try and make sure that I can stay up to date with the comments. Obviously, if you put a comment on and it's a video from a year ago, I may not get it, but at least these new ones here, if you've got any questions for me, if you want me to demonstrate, if you're a new builder and you want me to demonstrate anything, or you want me to demonstrate anything that I do, man, I've got no secrets. I'm quite happy to put these out there. I'm really looking to push this as a learning platform for builders, for new builders, for players. I want to try and do some impromptu kind of just playing stuff, you know, just getting out there and just doing this as well. So this is kind of, yeah, it's a rough as guts real life kind of instructional vlog, basically. Not just explaining what I'm doing. It's not about selling stuff anymore for me, not really. It's I mean, obviously if people want to buy my guitars, man, I'm stoked, I'm wrapped. It's a really cool thing, but you know, at the end of the day, it's I get more enjoyment from doing this, from talking to you guys about how I build things and actually how I do things. Not that I'm the best. I'm not telling you I'm the best at doing this at all. If you want to see the best doing this, go and check out Rob Roble. You know, go and check out, you know, Daddy Mojo do some beautiful stuff. Go and check out Nigel McTrustry. Go and check out Jesse over in the US, who from our podcast, who we just spoke to. Man, there's some builders out there. I've got to tell you, there's a guy out there building the craziest diddly bows. Go and check the group. Go and check out your Facebook pages. Go and check this guy doing these solid body like diddly bows. And he's out there. I'm going to try and have a chat with him for the podcast. Okay, so I'll see if I can get a hold of him. If you're watching this, you know who you are. Get in contact with me if I can't get in contact with you. But I'd love to have a chat to a lot more of you guys out there for the podcast. See if we can get these going. Darren and I will just, you know, we're excited about getting the podcast back up and running. So I'm going to make Darren also an admin for the group, for the Facebook group. So if you're not on the group, if you're watching this and you're not on the group, join the group. It's cool. We've got like 1,100 members there. If you're on the group and you're watching this and you haven't joined here, subscribe. Click subscribe. Click that button. Click the bell. We'll see what happens, guys. We'll see if we can grow this and make this kind of cool. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.